What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And that one into the end zone for an opening touchback. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Miller on the carry.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled at the...
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Miller.
They needed a yard. They got it. First down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first down, Allen. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Garoppolo will lead the Patriots up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. James White's first carry. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Good ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Jordan.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This is screen to Abdullah. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Complete.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Amir Abdullah, the ball
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Third down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Brings up.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Six yards left on second down. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 20.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
It's fourth down.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. A quick throw finding Lee out wide. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he'll have his man, that's Edelman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Garoppolo. This is White on the screen. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Running out of the gun with White. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the 1st.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Here's a toss right side with White. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Milano able to get in there and run him down. 15 yards all told.
3rd down.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football. offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 82 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. It's caught. This is White.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And got his man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's 2nd and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Flush to his right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
56.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a give to White, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
The New England ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
For the field goal, a 40-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Patriots.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 39, Allen. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Paul Richardson, 61 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's 21-3.
It's good. Makes the score Bills 21, Patriots 3.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because
he's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Lee. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On play action, now Garoppolo. Going deep here for Edelman. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Justin Rohrwasser now for the Patriot field goal. That'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. It's headed right. It's no good. He misses right of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch. Wide, get wide.
Allen to throw it. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Match of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
How about a guy improving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game. and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing again on second down. Allen is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, 29 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a first and 10. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 2. Hey,
Garoppolo on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's looking like they are going to get the victory here, and it will not be one and done in these playoffs. Of course, you remember the disappointment of 12 months ago, and they're trying to erase that memory right now. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with Singletary. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It's second and inches.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he's going to keep it here. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Right there, 19! Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. I got you, pump. Jim. Alert! 56.
They go play action here on first down. Going deep for Diggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
By the Patriots.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Patriots 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo now. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Mohamed Sanu with nobody ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mohamed Sanu, 75 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 8 coming up. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's He's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Miller. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
On the carry.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Now Garoppolo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
15 yards. First down, Patriots.
On first down, Garoppolo. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Out of bounds at his own 49.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Garoppolo again. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
The Patriot first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
46, boys.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Levi Wallace with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
They go right back to Singletary. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I guess when you look back on it,